you see a script like this one, I mean, you look at it and you recognize that the business has really changed.
Oof, yeah.
And scripts like that don't come along every day. Can you
True.
describe a little bit of what you've witnessed in terms of you're at the top of everybody's
Well, I mean,
list.
you still get, I get a lot of scripts that unsolicited, or somebody will say, Ed, I have a buddy who wrote this, blah blah blah. The scripts that I get from let's say the agent, uh, maybe they're fewer and far between, but yeah, I mean, they're mostly independent projects nowadays, that are of interest, that have interesting character storyline. I get a lot of unsolicited things, like from friends of friends or whatever, and I try not to say, yes, I'll look at it, unless I will look at it, because otherwise they kind of stack up, and then 2 years later, what is this, and But I've actually read a couple interesting things of late, which of course, nobody would be interested in doing unless you find somebody who's passionate about the subject matter and is not that concerned about making money. Maybe they get their money back, but yeah, I mean, it's huge. The films they're making now are huge. I mean, most of the studios, and the people keep going to see them, and the studios, it's a business, and that's where it's going right now. And it's almost like there should be two industries. There should be the big commercial film industry, and then there should be the more serious independent, and there is that, but the distribution is the problem, because other than film festivals and things, and most of the films, a lot of the interesting films that get made can't find distribution. I saw John Sayles' new movie the other night, Amigo. He can't get a domestic distributor. It's John Sayles. He's a great filmmaker.
This is
It's
shocking.
a really interesting movie.
Have you
They
ever
fought.
made?
They had a hard time finding distribution for this movie for way back.
I just wrote about that. It's not good.
No.
This is basically the people who paid for the movie
They're putting
are
it out.
distributing it themselves because
Yep.
they couldn't get anybody. Every single studio passed on this movie,
Yep.
which I find shocking.
It is shocking. It's a sad state of affairs.
There aren't that many people like Alan Horn,
No.
and he's leaving.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Studios used to put a couple slots out a year.
Well, you used to have movie people, real film people came out of film running the studios. There were people that loved films or understood films, it seems to me. Now you've got young businessmen coming up through the ranks, and guys, they're businessmen. They went to business school, and they know how to make a buck. And I'm not saying that there aren't some people with taste, but there are some people that don't have any taste, that are running things and making decisions because they know how to make money.
So a movie like this, which has great old-fashioned virtues, extraordinary scope and scale, a great degree of difficulty, what's the reason you think that? I mean, why wouldn't the great acting? It has to do with some kind of commercial appraisal.
Certainly it has to do with commercial appraisal, because it's all about opening weekend these days, and about the box office, scores on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and for a company to put up millions of dollars of P&A for a film, they want to know they're going to get it back, and unless it's a high-profile kind of thing, huge comedy or one of the serial kind of things, or an attempt at that anyway, to start a new one, which you get a lot of.
Or something in 3D.
Right. They're not, they're not going to outlay the bucks to promote it. And if you don't promote it, nobody's going to go see it. Unless the distribution company cares enough to keep it in the theaters, which happens occasionally, and let word of mouth grow, let people see it. People understand, read reviews, whatever. People understand this is like a good film. Check it out, and get some legs or whatever, and it stays around for a little while. But that's getting more rare these days.